Tiger Woods admitting in a memo that he screenshotted off of his iPhone, 40% battery, by the way, that he is addicted to painkillers and seeking professional help. And I read the point after column by Rex Chapman in this week's Sports Illustrated. And Rex Chapman was the number 8 pick overall in the NBA draft, and he came out of Kentucky. He was the 8th pick overall in '88 by the Charlotte Hornets and spent 12 years in the NBA. And he was addicted to pain medication. And you might remember him having the shoplifting situation, and he was caught on camera, and he said he didn't know he was doing it, and everybody kind of made fun of him. And he admitted that it was because he was addicted to Vicodin, Oxy, and some others, and was living a life of isolation and erratic behavior. Well, he's speaking out against pain medication, and this was a really interesting column that he wrote. He said, imagine if every day in America, 171 people died from the Ebola virus. Well, it might be impossible to imagine, but that is the crisis that is facing America. He said, what if every month there were 8 crashes involving 747 airplanes? What would be our reaction? He said, that's how many people are dying from pain overdose, medication overdose, or drug overdose in America every day, 171. He said 62,000 Americans died from drug overdoses last year. That's a 19% increase from 2015. He talked about his home state of Kentucky and that 1,300 Kentuckians died from drug overdoses last year with opioids in their system. And so that's about 4 Kentuckians a day died from drug overdoses last year. And that also more than 353 million doses of opioid painkillers were dispensed in the state of Kentucky alone that year. That means, and that this is what Rex Chapman writes, that means every man, woman, and child in the state of Kentucky in the year 2015 was given 79 pills, 79 painkiller pills. Every man, woman, and child. So a 1-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, whatever. Obviously, they weren't prescribed that, but that's the amount of painkillers prescribed by Kentucky doctors. 79 pills per resident in Kentucky in 1 year. He said the U.S. makes up 4.6% of the world's population. So let's just round it up to 5. We consume 99% of the world's hydrocodone. We have 5% of the U.S. population. We take 99% of the world's hydrocodone. Tiger Woods is a pain medication addict, and he's seeking professional help. He's not the only one. This guy is famous. This guy is rich. This guy's a celebrity. This guy's a living legend. But he is not the only one. This is a huge issue, and I love the piece done by Rex Chapman. People don't want to talk about it because, well, people like pain medication. And the medical industry wants to keep giving pain medication because, well, there's a lot of reasons. Financially, but it also makes people feel better. People want it. People get addicted to it. People need it. But what we're watching Tiger go through is a national epidemic. And we can joke about it, and he falls asleep at the wheel of a car. And look, I poked fun at it as well. But Rex Chapman brings to light, I mean, the idea that these stats are staggering. We take 99% of the world's hydrocodone. I mean, there's enough pills given out by doctors every year in the state of Kentucky that everybody in the state would get 79 of them. So that means take out all the kids that aren't taking them and all the adults that aren't taking them. And that means that there are people that are getting 4 times that, 5 times that in a year. You know, I grew up in the sticks, and small town, couple thousand people, couple stoplights, 1 Burger King, that's it, only fast food restaurant. And we have overdoses every year now, ODs every year. And it's painkillers, and it's heroin, and it's really addictive opioids. And this is a major, massive problem. And Tiger's going through this, and this is just a window into what our country's dealing with.